As a manager, I think Flow is a very, very comprehensive training programme.
I've been out of the industry for a few years now and needed something to build my confidence back up before I went back into the young place with all the young, fresh workers.
I've never done waitressing before, but I was a little bit nervous beforehand, but I think working through the Flow modules, it's been really, really helpful, and I'm starting to feel a bit more confident now.
I'm doing Flow because the boss says I have to. You do it in your own time, or you need a computer and the internet, and I actually find myself quite enjoying it.
Yeah, I've just changed jobs. My new employer, they use Flow, so I thought I've kind of done all this kind of training before, but it's actually proved really useful and enjoyable.
The reason I'm doing Flow is the employers of the hotel that I work at saw it as a great opportunity for the staff to brush up on skills.
I'm currently doing Flow as part of training for my current job, and I'm intending going travelling soon, and I think Flow will give me some great transferable skills to get a job wherever I want, hopefully.
I'm looking to do the modules and do them well so that I can impress my boss and maybe get the chance of a promotion.
Everybody can take something from it. It's fully interactive, they can move at their own pace, and as a result, everyone sees benefit.
Flow was really easy to use. I got an email and it had an access code on it, and it had loads of information in the email about what I needed to download and what websites I needed to go on. And then once I was on it, I think it was module manager, and I got to pick which module I wanted to do, and it was really, really easy, straightforward.
I was quite surprised at how easy Flow was to use. I'm not amazing with computers, I know how to open things up, but the instructions were really great.
The Flow's really easy to use. I think we all thought when we first heard about it that it was going to take a wee while to get through each module, but they're also interactive and you've got so much to do during them that before you know it, you've finished one module and you're on to the next one.
It's about an hour and a half to 2 for each module, and then when you finish the one, you want to go on to the next one, which is good because I get quite easily distracted, so it worked out really well.
If something goes wrong, there's never a problem. There's always somebody on the other end of the phone, or I can email and they can talk me through it.
At any given time, they can work at their own pace, and I think that makes it more appealing and they're more comfortable, and yet we still know they're taking a lot from it.
I really enjoyed doing the waiter. I think it was really good information. There's a lot of things that I hadn't known before.
For me, I think that the bartender and the cocktail module were the most enjoyable because I learned some really great stuff from them. Cocktail module had some really great videos throughout
You'll need an orange twist and 1 shot of vodka.
They had visuals of really nice cocktails, showed me exactly how to make them step by step, which is good for me because I think I learned better from actually being able to see things.
The coffee module was great. Before I completed it, I would always try and avoid the coffees in the bar.
I particularly found the service at sales module really kind of provides you with lots of kind of hints and tips on how to like interact with your customers and get the most out of them and their dining experience, and it gives you, well, you get a lot more knowledge from it and kind of they go away happy.
The module I found most enjoyable was the wine module. The exam was quite hard, but you did have to go through the module to get the answers right, and it was quite satisfying. Food and wine pairings I really enjoy doing now, and feeling quite confident in doing that and really enjoying seeing how my recommendations work with the customers with the food and wine.
I really liked the part where it showed me about how to take an order. I'd never really done anything like that before, and I was really terrified of getting something wrong, but it took you through it step by step and it was really, really helpful.
There was an interactive game where it got to kind of tell you what kind of server you were. So I think I was an excitement seeker.
With a results seeker.
Well, I think excitement seekers make more tips.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Actually, maybe do.
Oh, and I think in the bartender module there was this really great game that I got really frustrated at, but it was all about drinks preparation. Made me think a lot about what my job entails.
Customer service, it shows you a really useful video on how to deal with any complaints that you get. If you're unfortunate enough to have to deal with someone that's maybe not too happy, there's a video that kind of talks you through and shows you the best way to deal with it.
At the end of the modules there was reference material that I could save and go back to and look at sort of to refresh my memory.
Embarrassingly, I managed to fail the exam in the cocktail module, but you get a second chance and I managed to get full marks that time, so it wasn't necessarily a bad thing, and I'll never forget how to make a cosmopolitan, that's for sure.
I would encourage anyone who works within the hospitality industry to do Flow modules. There's lots of information there, some really great product knowledge, and the best thing about them was they were really fun and easy to do.
I think my customer service skills have really improved.
Flow's been fantastic. It's really given me the opportunity to work at my own pace.
I worked really hard during the module, and I really focused as well. So when it came to doing the exam, I did really, really well in it. I was really pleased with myself, and I've got a really nice certificate. I'm very proud of it.
So wherever I am, I can get these records and keep my certificates.
Flow's given me the confidence to get back into the workplace. I'm really looking forward to it now. I think the skills that have been refreshed and also the new skills that I've learnt will mean that I'll be able to move in confidently and hopefully be a great member of staff and make lots of tips.
I learnt how to set a table, which has really impressed my mum.
Wherever I go, I have evidence for future employers of all my training I've done, which is really useful.
It definitely builds confidence. It gives them these extra skills, makes it very, very easy to learn them, and it looks fantastic on the CV as well. So from a manager's point of view, I definitely look for someone who's gone through the training as being a potential ideal employee.